In the Northern Territory's remote Gulf of Carpentaria, Indigenous traditional owners and mining giant Glencore are locked in a battle over the future of one of the world's biggest zinc mines. The company's been told by the federal and Northern Territory governments it needs to prove it can stop a giant waste rock dump from burning, or it won't be allowed to continue with a major expansion. Jane Bardon reports.
Three years ago, a plume of toxic sulphur dioxide smoke revealed pyritic rock was burning in the waste rock dump.
This is sort of unprecedented. I don't know of any other case in Australia that's got to this level of problem on this scale.
Today, parts of the dump are still burning. Glencore has applied to double the size of its operation, but needs to show it can stop the burning before the expansion can go ahead.
You can see the areas that we have rehabilitated as per our processes. There is clearly that's under control there.
Everybody starts off with their mishaps, but then with this mob now, we come a long way over the years. We've improved a lot.
What do you want to happen about the mine?
We really want the mine to be closed because a lot of these bad things been happening on that mine. The mine's been digging up the important dreaming from my cousin brother, and white men just go in there and just dig up the land and damaging it.
Leaching from the dump has contributed to lead and zinc contamination of fish in McArthur River tributaries around the mine.
It's not only affecting the part of the mine site, but if we did affect it up there, it's going to affect this whole river.
Are you worried really that if the mine doubles in size, that basically gradually over time you'll just see more contamination of fish?
Yeah, it's going to happen. Common sense can tell any human being that it's going to happen.
People love eating fish. That's what we worry about. It's not only barrel, like I said before. We eat all kinds, fish to shark, stingray, shell.
Our studies have shown, firstly, that the concentrations of lead in fish have significantly decreased over the last couple of years, and really the predominant method of that getting into fish is via sediment.
The company plans to leave the reactive waste in a mountain near the McArthur River.
You can see this area here has already actually been flattened out.
Yep.
Around about 2 or 1 in 4. Some alluvial material's gone over it. Some further material has actually been put over that western edge, and we've still got to continue that on the eastern side.
You've done a lot of testing for the EIS to show that clay can stop water basically coming through.
That's correct. We're not just relying on a cover system with the clay and the clean material on the top. We're actually relying on the way we construct the dump.
When the mining is over, Glencore wants to flood the pit and turn it into a lake. It wouldn't be flowing back down the McArthur River until you're happy to open it at that end?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
So it would allow water to come in, and then once the river recedes, the water stays in here, and then monitor that. Like I said, once you're happy with the chemistry of the water, only then would you actually open up the upstream section.
Flooding it and then allowing the McArthur River to retraverse its old path is something that has been cause for considerable concern for both people I spoke to in Borroloola, but also from limnological experts and other scientists that we've had review the EIS.
A much cheaper option than returning the waste back to the pit.
I think if you look at leaving hundreds and hundreds of millions of tonnes of reactive waste above ground, the question is not if it's going to leach, the question is how much. It shouldn't be up to Glencore just to decide that these things are rejected based on cost alone.
So this is the overview of the site in this year in July 2016.
Why is it not the best environmental option to put the waste rock back into the pit?
Well, again, we have looked at that in detail, but you can't do everything.
In its environmental impact study, Glencore has committed to managing and monitoring the site for 1,000 years.
It's a fundamental value of Glencore. It's about, and we translate that into, we do what we say we're going to do.
I don't think there's any real assurances that they're going to stay the course. I know they have a no walk away policy, but I think that's of small comfort to the people that live and will have to live with the impacts of that mine forever.
If the expansion is blocked, the mine threatens to leave the site as is.
I started here when I was underground. They brought us up through a training scheme many years ago, so I started up and then I worked my way up to be an operator.
More than 600 jobs could go. Are you worried about what will happen if the governments basically decide that they're not going to approve the expansion plan here?
Oh yeah, more or less, yeah, I'm a bit worried because what are we going to do for work? Yeah, so you're driving most of us away from our hometown to go to work elsewhere.
Because with your mining industry skills, you wouldn't be able to get another job in this region really near to Borroloola.
No, there's nothing.
We got about 20 or 30 people lined up to come up here for work. The most important thing, they're getting a lot of people from Borroloola to work, you're getting them out of trouble and all that, and things like that. Otherwise, they wouldn't be working anyway,
We're blessed with one of the world's largest zinc deposits. There's a great opportunity, bright future, and we're all committed to seeing that through.
We got to look back what's coming behind us, our future generation. In the future, they'll be suffering from this, and they're going to look back on us, and they're going to say, why didn't they put their foot down in the first place? They left this for us. It's not only for the Garwa, Yanyuwa, and Gurangi people of this country, but it's for all future generations. Doesn't matter what color we are.